And for more on this, our correspondent Lucia Olania is joining us live from Nigeria. Hi Lucia. Now Tinubu has won the presidential election in Ekiti state. The results of the other 35 states in Nigeria will be declared later today. What can be expected?
Well, in addition to that of Ekiti that was announced yesterday, on those states too, the APC seems to have pulled it through that state. So we're hearing other coalition also for the PDP in his home state, but it's yet to be concluded officially, and we're just going to wait for it to be officially announced today by the National Coalition Center in Abuja. The INEC boss, as announced yesterday, will be reconvening today at 11 a.m. for more results. Ogun State also, the results coming in there gradually has seen APC taking the lead, but we'll wait other local government areas to be put together. PDP also leading in 11 local government area in Adamawa State. PDP also won the president's home state in Katsina with a little margin over the APC. A Labour Party had been able to spring surprises in a number of places, including Lagos, which is APC's stronghold. But we still await the final coalition from every other local government to know who actually will take the day in Lagos. Meanwhile, protest, late upload of results and alleged tampering of ballot boxes have marred the 2023 elections. Civil society organizations have called for calm and that INEC should, keep up to its expectation and promise of a free, fair and credible elections to avoid any form of post-election violence.
Right, like you mentioned about the election violence or the post-election violence that may happen, I want to ask you that what are some of the logistical problems that the voters are facing in Nigeria?
Well, most polling units across the state had a late start, and that's been attributed to logistic problems. But that late start was also resolved by extending voting, in some of those places. Some actually continued voting yesterday, especially some polling units that had some sort of tension and distortion that will be taking place. But again, the final coalition, like I said yesterday, takes place in 4 stages, from the grassroots level to the state coalition center, and then all of the scope members taking the final results to Abuja for proper announcement. And we hope that they start coming in today, and at 11 o'clock, we'll start getting more more state results collated and announced officially. But again, we're skeptical to see if really by the end of today we'll be able to get the final result. But max, maybe tomorrow or so. But fingers crossed, as we can still see loads and loads of online announcements of results, which might be detrimental to the entire system at the end of the day if it does not fall to that. There have been accusations and counter-accusations. All of this will be brought to the table and addressed, in no distant time.
Right, Luisa, my last question to you before I let you go. What are some of the challenges that the new Nigerian president will face, and what's at stake in the elections this year?
Quite a number of stuff is at stake. For the 3 contenders, it's for anybody that emerges, it will be a very first. The first in the history of Nigeria to have a Muslim ticket when we come to the APC. The first also having, for the PDP, having got to see an incumbent, northerner, handing over to another northerner, and the fact that we have another minority, so to speak, not for want of a better word, for the Labour Party coming to power if it happens. So any of them that emerges, it will be one time first in the history of the country. But again, we have pending issues in the country, insecurity being top on the front burner, unemployment, youth restiveness and all of that. That will be really big on the table. And we hope that whoever emerges will be able to kickstart this administration, tackling all of the front burner issues in earnest.
And that was our correspondent, Luisa, joining us live from Nigeria. Thank you so much, Luisa, for getting us up to speed on this.